Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of my technical Minecraft Let's Play. In the previous episode I built the Iron Titan, as you can see. And I've been AFKing at it for a decent amount of time, and it's already gathered me 2 double chests of iron. So yeah, in this episode I'm actually playing on the new Snapshot that was released. And as far as I know, the only thing they changed was a couple bug fixes, and the real big thing was the pathfinding bug. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So today what I want to do is build a mob farm, since I have iron now, and I can build a lot of hoppers. And I'll need the bone meal and other things so that I'll be able to build the tree farm and actually use it in the next episode. So let me get some things prepared and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I have some things prepared now. I've already transported the packed ice to where I want to be, to where I want the mob farm to be. If you're wondering where I got all the packed ice, it was in the goat farm episode. I needed some packed ice, so I decided I should gather a lot of it for the future episodes. And now I need to craft all the chests. I don't actually know how many I'll need, but you can never have too many, I guess. So I think I'll do the rest off camera, and I'll be back. There we go. Now let's craft the hoppers. So I'm just gonna craft 3 stacks of them, and if I'll need more, okay, that was not the right one. If I'll need more, I'll just go and chop down a bit more trees, but I'll probably need some extra chests for actual storage. So I actually want to build the mob farm up there, since I think it will look really good, especially when you're at the top and you can see the Titan and how the base is coming along. And I actually made a pathway there, so if I'll manage to go up here, okay, there we go, just up here. Okay, this is really difficult. So you'll see what I mean once we're at the top of the mountain, and you'll see how it looks from up top. Okay, so right here I actually marked off. I want one side to end right here, so that it's exactly lined up with the rest of this part of the base. So as you can see, this thing looks really nice from up top. Sadly, you can't see the iron golems from my base, since the entity render distance ends right there somewhere. But yeah, now what I think I will have to do is go mine a bit more, since I don't have enough stone. And I'll actually show you where I do all the mining for all of my builds, if I'll actually find a way there. So it should be just down there, and you'll see I've done a lot of mining right over this hill. Yeah, as you can see, there's a gigantic hole in the ground. And keep in mind, this is extreme hills biome. So I started mining at y equals 80, let's say 81, yeah, 80, and it's going all the way down to bedrock. So this is an 11 by 22, since it's I did it twice, and I'll finish this row off and then I'll start another one. So let me do this off camera and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I've gathered all the string I need to craft the bows for the dispensers. So let's do this really quickly now. I need 16 of them, so... Oh yeah, they don't stack, okay. And then I need to craft the dispensers and get some water buckets. So I'll do that off camera, since crafting dispensers takes a lot of time, because the bows don't stack, as you can see. So I added looting 2 on my sword, just to speed up the the whole process of gathering string. And I had to repair my helmet and boots because they were about to break. And now I need to repair my leggings and the chest plate shortly. So let me craft the dispensers and I'll see you up there. There we go, I have everything prepared in these 2 chests. This is just junk that I had in my inventory. And I have some slabs for the first platform. And I did some calculations on where I actually want to build it, and I want it to be as high up as possible. Okay, that was a notification. So I want to build it pretty much at the build limit. So I need to pillar up to y equals 212. And I would really need water down here so that I'll be able to jump. So let me do that and I'll be back once the first platform is done. I was so close. This is really unfortunate. Look at that. Just on the clip. And there's a skeleton near it as well. Okay. Let me continue on. Okay, so I built the first platform. This is where the hoppers will be, of course, 1 block above this, so at this height. And I've lit up the platform so that mobs won't spawn. I'll probably have to place torches in the middle. And because of the size of the platform, it can't be... This is the center point, but these ones have 4 in between. I just like everything to be torched up in a organized manner. And I've actually extended my render distance so that you can see where I've been mining for all the projects, and it doesn't really look that impressive, but we're at y equals 211, so that's a couple hundred blocks away. And from here we can see the Titan, the rails. Oh, we can see everything actually. Okay, so now let me pillar up and start building the first layer. I did it again. Okay, so this time I actually wanted to catch the ladder at the last block. Oh god, I have 20 frames. Okay, so I wanted to go back to the ladder on the last block, and that didn't go as planned. So I ended up falling, and my bed was... The last time I slept was up there, and I broke the bed, so that's why I spawned on the Titan. Okay, so let me get my items back, and I'll see you on the height that I actually want to build the first layer. This is awful. Why do I keep doing this? Oh, look at that, I spawned in a completely different area. Okay, so... Okay, can my base load? Okay, there we went. So I wanted to pick up some items on the cliff, and I jumped too far and I fell again. Okay, but now for real, I'll see you up there. I'm up here now, and I've built the ring around it, and if you haven't noticed by now, I'm actually building the same mob farm as in the previous season. It's by TheSmokingKoala, links in the description to his channel and the tutorial. So from up here, what you need to do is find the 4 blocks on each row that are in the center, and then just build 8 out, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. And then you just go here and you always leave one block less until it ends. So I'll do this off camera so that I don't bore you, and then I'll be back. There we go, the first layer is now built, and now the second layer starts right on top. So I'm building it out of stone, I know that, and it's not the prettiest material, but in the future I do plan on actually decorating everything that I built with like spruce wood and stone bricks. So I'll just decorate it from one block out, and I'll hope it will look good. So let me build the second layer and I'll be back in a sec. And there we go, the second layer is now built, and I have to repeat this 2 times now, and since it's always the same, I guess I won't show it on camera because for one, it doesn't really take a lot. It really doesn't take a lot of time to build a layer. Plus, it's exactly the same as the one below it, which means it should be pretty straightforward from now on. I build one block higher, place the packed ice, and then I put the dispensers and 2 blocks like that, and that's another layer then. So let me do that off camera and I'll be back. And there we go, the 4 layers are now built. And now what I have to do is slab everything off so that mobs don't spawn on the roof, and so that it's dark inside of the actual spawner, so that we get any sort of rates. And I do know that there are torches inside, but the water will flush all of them off as soon as I get that hooked up. And I'll actually get the redstone done before I put the water in, since it actually activates it as you're placing down redstone, and then you have water on some platforms and the other ones are dry, so it just creates a mess. Okay, so let me slab this off and make the ring around it, and so that I can place the redstone, and I'll be back. There we go, I have now built up the torch towers, and I have slapped them off at the top just to make sure that nothing spawns. And now I need to select the first torch tower from which the redstone signal will go through. So that will be this one. Just because I wanted the whole redstone mechanism to be back here, not in front, where everyone can see it. Right here, a repeater, and then redstone. Okay, I need to remove this. Redstone to here and a repeater there. So let me do that on 3 sides, and I'll actually just place redstone dust between there so that mobs won't spawn, rather than have slabbing off that area. So let me do that and I'll be back. Okay, there we go. So I placed the redstone. I'm dead. I placed the redstone, and now I need to go get my items that are on the other side of the mountain. So let me do that and I'll be back. There we go, the redstone timer is now built. So we have a hopper timer going into this block, which then Yeah, which then powers this repeater, going into this sand, powering this redstone, making the torches trigger, and then after a certain amount of time, another pulse is sent, inverting, powering this block and triggering the torches again, pulling in the water that was dispensed. So now what I actually have to do is install the water, so I will just punch holes in here and actually turn this off for now by removing this repeater, and go in here, place one, and do this on every side. So let me install the water into all the dispensers and I'll be back. There we go. I have hooked up everything. I added the water and it's working flawlessly. As you can see, I've been sitting up here for a couple minutes now, and there's already a lot of items collecting down here, which means I need to add the hoppers to pick up the items. And then I need to add the sorting system, and actually I actually want to get the items all the way down to my base, but I'll do that in a future episode. That's actually what I've been thinking of, to have like this central area where all the items I get from my farms just gather to. So the Iron Titan would feed to this area, the mob farm would feed to there. Let's say the two farms and the sugarcane farm would all feed into one area, and I could just access all of my item from one spot without having to search around the entire world looking for items at my farms. So now let me place the hoppers where they need to be placed, and I'll be back. There we go. The hoppers are in place where the mobs fall, so that they collect their items and they all get distributed to that point. And I actually had the perfect amount of hoppers for this thing, which is 3 stacks and 3. And now what I'll have to do is set up a storage area, since as you can see this won't hold nearly enough for the rate of the farm. But I'll do that off camera, since it's really nothing special. All you do is you turn it in one way, and then you just add item filters for each drop that you have, and that's it. So yeah, in between episodes there was actually a new snapshot released. It's 16W15B. So that's the one that I've been playing on for the past couple of clips. So actually, before I started building this thing, the snapshot was released, but I kept forgetting to mention it. So it was nothing new. All they did was fix some bugs again and made something so that my game lags more than usual. Okay, so if you enjoyed the episode, please do give it a like and maybe even share it. And I'll see you in the next one, where I'll be building the tree farm, hopefully, so I don't have to cut down any trees, because as you can see, I've chopped down a lot of trees, so there's not many oak trees around. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one, hopefully very soon.